Yan ang pinanggalingan noong 1986. At sinasabi nga nila na, why are we trying to revise history? Anong revision ng history ang ginagawa ng mga nagsasalita tungkol kay President Marcos? Do they have a monopoly of history? Do they have a monopoly of the time of 20 years of President Marcos? And if there is a review of history, why is it that they would call it a revisionist kind of a review? History is always revisionist talaga. Kung tutuusin, if you're going to be very objective about it. People who write history are usually the victors, the winners, yung mga mayroong umaabot sila sa kanilang entitlement that since we won, either in a revolution, or in a coup, or in a mutiny, or if they are in power after a regime that they hated, that they disliked, that they overthrew, then they feel that they are the demigods and they can say anything. Sila ang nagre-revise ng history kung tutuusin. And so we come to that point exactly what I'm asking. Ano ba talagang ibig sabihin ng mga taong nagsasalita tungkol kay President Marcos? They just express exactly how they felt during that time. It is not revising history. It is merely the statement of how people felt during that time, how they believed in President Marcos, how it was that they considered him a hero enough to be buried sa libingan ng mga bayani. And how up to this day, our country is still, sadly, still tilting towards those who actually voted for President Marcos, all of them in 1986 elections, and then 1986 elections, February 7, and then all of those have continued to still, cast their invectives against the Marcoses. And so on the anniversary of President Marcos's death, 31 years thereafter, this eulogy was never published. It was never presented on radio or on television or in social media or anywhere else. But it was recited there where they temporarily laid to rest President Marcos, not burying him, but in a refrigerated place so that he can be brought back to the Philippines when there is already the approval for him to return to our country. So iniwan siya doon, nilagay siya doon upang hintayin ang kanyang pagbabalik dito sa ating bansa. But on the day of his internment there, in a way, there was a gathering of all the thousands of people there in Hawaii who attended the services. There was a piano even that they installed there, so they had some music. Some people from the Philippines also came. Mrs. Cristina Ponce Enrile was there. Mrs. Letty Shahani was there, the sister of Fidel Ramos. At marami pang iba, yung mga general, the generals of the 4 major divisions of the armed forces, except the Philippine Constabulary General Fidel Castro. But all the rest were there. You had General Pixio, General Admiral Alejandro, General Ramos, they were there, and the other officials of the military, together with those executive officers in the executive department of President Marcos, yung mga walang mga kaso at yung mga hindi nasa hold order, nakapunta sa Honolulu para dun sa occasion na yon. At binasa nila yung sulat ni Aimee, sapagkat si Aimee ang unang-unang lumikas sa Honolulu, kung saan-saan napadpad yung bata, yung panganay na anak ni President Marcos. First, she was in Morocco under the courtesy and the accommodations and the hospitality of the King of Morocco, King Hassan II. And then from there, sapagkat parang hinahabol siya ng mga FBI, mga CIA, mga Interpol, lahat ng yan, she had to transfer again. She was moving from one place to the other until she finally settled eventually in Portugal, where also the president's brother-in-law, Bejo Romualdo